God is finally uncovering something about your son, and though it is hard to believe, this is a moment that cannot be ignored. If you believe in angels, know that Archangel Michael stands beside you right now, urging you to take in every word with seriousness. He commands you to listen with your whole heart because this message carries eternal weight. He says not to share this yet, because this truth is first for you, and it will shake what you thought you understood. It will tear open a curtain that has been closed for too long and reveal something hidden about your son that you never expected. You may ask, how could this be? Why didn't I see it sooner? But heaven says timing matters, and this is the appointed hour. For years, you sensed something, whispers in your spirit that you brushed aside, but now God refuses to let you walk blind. Your son has carried a burden in silence, tied to your destiny, tied to your family, tied to promises made long before his birth. He has walked between two worlds, light and shadow, hiding things that caused him pain, crying where no one saw him, making choices he thought no one would know. Heaven has seen it all, and the covering is being lifted. This is not for destruction but for freedom. Exposure is not punishment, it is deliverance. God is breaking the silence so both you and your son can be set free. Archangel Michael is here with his sword drawn, warning you not to dismiss this as fantasy. Your son is at the center of a spiritual battle that is bigger than him, bigger than you, bigger than your family. The truth will shock you, but it will also heal. God reveals only what he plans to redeem. Your son has been pulled at by darkness since birth, attacked in sickness, tempted in silence, but heaven protected him because he carries purpose. He has been confused, torn, and wounded, but now God says the hidden cannot stay hidden, and the lies must break. Your son has a destiny that the enemy tried to block, but prayers have reached heaven, and the tears you cried have been counted. This unveiling is the answer. When your son reveals what he has hidden, when he comes trembling to speak, do not turn him away, do not react in fear, just listen and cover him in love. Heaven is orchestrating that moment, and it will be the key to his release. God says your son belongs to him, and no enemy mark can override his seal. Yes, he has wrestled in shadows, but he is chosen, anointed, destined, and now the truth is rising to the surface. He will confess, he will be free, and his story will turn from struggle to testimony. This is why Archangel Michael says not to tell anyone yet, because not everyone can carry this truth. It is sacred, and only prayer and wisdom can protect it. The chains are breaking, the lies are falling, and heaven is moving now. God says you must prepare your heart, for what comes will test you, but it will also make you stronger. You will see with spiritual eyes what flesh could not. Your son will rise, and his future will not be destroyed, but rebuilt. What was meant to break him will be the very thing that proves God's glory. He is not ordinary, he is chosen, and though you may tremble at this revelation, you will later rejoice. Tears will fall, but they will be tears of healing and gratitude because God exposes only to restore. This is not the end, it is the beginning. Your son's story is not tragedy but transformation. The veil is lifting now, and heaven says the truth cannot wait. Do not ignore this, do not run from this. Hold this word close, pray without ceasing, cover your son with love, and be ready, because in the days to come, what has been hidden will be revealed before your eyes. And when it is, you will not be afraid, because God has already told you. What once weighed heavy will turn into joy. What was hidden will become light. Your son will not be lost, he will be delivered, and his testimony will shine for generations. God says this is serious. Do not doubt, do not delay, trust that his hand is on you, his angels surround you, and nothing will go wrong with you. This unveiling is holy, this exposure is mercy, and this moment is divine timing. Your son is chosen, your prayers are powerful, and heaven is moving right now to set him free. And now God says, listen closely, because what is about to unfold will not only change your son, it will change you. This is not just his battle, it is your test, it is your calling, it is your moment to stand as the anchor he needs. You have prayed for years, sometimes feeling like your words fell into silence, but heaven says every single prayer has been stored, every single tear has been written down, and now those prayers are about to manifest in front of your eyes. What you thought was unanswered was simply waiting for the right moment. That moment is now. Heaven's calendar has struck the appointed hour, and no force on earth or in hell can delay what is coming. Your son is about to be freed. He has walked with heaviness you never knew, carrying weights he thought were his alone. He smiled to hide it, laughed to cover it, worked to escape it, but inside he was fighting wars in silence. He thought no one would understand, but God understood. He thought no one could hear his silent cries, but the angels heard every sound. Archangel Michael himself has been standing guard, and he is still standing guard right now, ensuring that what was meant to destroy your son will turn into the very tool that saves him. You cannot see it all yet, but the battle has already shifted in heaven's court. The judgment has already been declared. The enemy's claim has already been denied. Your son is not lost. He is chosen, and now he is being claimed openly by God. But listen, the unveiling is not gentle. It will shake you. It will feel like the ground beneath your feet has moved. You may find yourself asking, is this really my son? Is this really true? And heaven says yes, it is true, but do not be afraid of truth. Truth has never been your enemy. Truth is the light that will set him free. Lies kept him bound, secrecy kept him chained, but truth will break what darkness could not. That is why you must not run. That is why you must not react in anger. When the confession comes, when the hidden finally reaches your ears, you must stand in love. Your love will be the doorway through which God restores him. Your love will be the key that keeps him steady when he feels the weight of exposure pressing on him. Do not forget this, exposure is not destruction. Exposure is healing. Exposure is mercy. God exposes only what he plans to cleanse. He reveals only what he is ready to redeem. And though it may shock you, though it may sting at first, you will later look back and thank him for this moment. You will say, "This was the day the chains broke. This was the day the silence ended. This was the day my son came into the light." Your son's life is bigger than the choices he made. He has been marked since birth with a purpose that stretches beyond his years. The enemy saw it early and tried to destroy it before it could bloom. That is why he faced attacks so young. That is why strange things happened around him, things you couldn't explain. That is why his life felt like it carried a weight others did not. Because the enemy tried to destroy what God had sealed. But heaven says no. God's word cannot return empty. His promise cannot be broken. His seal cannot be erased. Your son may have stumbled, he may have hidden, but he has never been abandoned. And now God says the time of wandering is over, the time of secrecy is over, the time of confusion is over. Do not underestimate what is happening. This is not just about one boy, one man, one son. This is about a bloodline. This is about generations. This is about promises that were made before you were born. Your family carries a legacy that the enemy tried to corrupt, but heaven is cleansing it now through this unveiling. Your son is the vessel chosen to carry this shift. What he reveals, what he exposes, what he confesses will break curses that were set against your family for generations. The chains do not stop with him, they fall off your household, your future, and your descendants. That is why the battle has been so fierce. That is why the pressure has been so heavy. Because this is not small. This is generational. This is prophetic. Archangel Michael says, guard this revelation. Do not run to tell it. Do not place it in careless hands. This is not gossip, this is not a rumor, this is a holy word for you alone right now. Others will not understand. Others will twist it. Some will mock it. That is why it must stay in prayer, in fasting, in silence until the Spirit gives you release. God trusted you with this because He knows your heart will not betray it. He knows you will cover your son even when others would condemn him. He knows you will love him even when others would turn away. And that is why you were chosen as his parent, because your love is the vessel through which God's mercy will flow. Now hear this, your son will rise. It will not happen overnight, it will not happen without struggle, but he will rise. He will confess, he will be restored, and he will step into the calling heaven placed on him. Do not measure him by the shadows he walked in. Measure him by the light he is stepping into. Do not see him by the wounds he carries. See him by the healing that is already on its way. His story is not ending in shame, it is beginning in glory. His scars will become testimony. His tears will become seeds of hope for others. What he thought disqualified him will become the very proof of God's power. And you will stand and watch as God turns ashes into beauty. But you must be ready. You must strengthen your spirit. You must prepare your heart. Because when the moment comes, when your son opens his mouth to reveal what he hid, he will need you more than ever. He will not need judgment. He will not need rejection. He will need love. He will need a steady hand. He will need to see God's mercy reflected in your eyes. That is why heaven warns you in advance. That is why Michael has spoken so sternly. This is not casual. This is serious. This is holy. This is the collision of eternity with your reality, and you cannot ignore it. So pray now. Pray with the understanding you did not have before. Pray with the authority of a parent whose voice shakes heaven. Declare that your son belongs to God. Declare that no chain can hold him. Declare that every hidden thing is revealed, every lie broken, every shadow removed. Stand as the warrior you were always meant to be, because your prayers are not small. They are fire in the spirit. They are weapons in the unseen. They summon angels. They silence demons. They open doors no man can shut. And God says you will see it. You will see your son transformed. You will see him confess. You will see him freed. And when it happens, you will know this was the moment heaven prepared you for. This was the word that carried you. This was the warning that strengthened you. And you will lift your hands in worship, because what once looked impossible will be standing in front of you as proof of God's faithfulness. Your son will not be lost. He will not be destroyed. He will rise. He will live. He will fulfill his destiny. And through his story, generations will know that God is real, that God redeems, and that God never abandons. And now God says the story is not finished until his glory is shown through your son's life. You have walked through years of wondering, asking why things happened the way they did, asking why peace was stolen, asking why storms surrounded your family, and heaven says it was because the battle was greater than you knew. Your son has been a target because he has been chosen, and though the enemy thought he could bury him in shame and secrecy, God is now raising him into the light. Do not think the silence was wasted. Do not think the hidden years were meaningless. Every struggle, every tear, every moment of pain is being turned into the very ground where God will plant new life. What the enemy planned for evil is being reversed into a testimony that will shake others free. Your son will rise not just for himself but for many. His deliverance will echo beyond your house, into generations, into families you don't even know, into people who thought there was no way out. His story will become their hope. His scars will become their encouragement. His voice will carry weight because it comes from truth, because he has walked through shadows and lived to see the light. This is why heaven has been so urgent. This is why Michael's voice is fierce. It is not only about your household. It is about souls, destinies, and a chain reaction of freedom that begins with him. But hear this clearly, the unveiling will come with trembling. It will not feel comfortable. It will not arrive wrapped in ease. It will come through confession, through revelation, through the tearing down of walls your son built to hide behind. And when those walls fall, when he stands bare and vulnerable before you, that is the moment you must be his strength. That is the moment you must remember this word, that God prepared you first so you would not panic. You will feel the urge to cry, to question, to react, but heaven says do not react in fear, react in love. Your love will keep him steady. Your calm will remind him he is safe. Your prayers will cover him when he feels exposed. This is why you cannot share this too soon. This is why you cannot place it in careless hands. Some will not understand. Some will twist it. Some will judge. But God has trusted you to guard it. Protect it until the right time. Protect it in prayer, in wisdom, in silence. This is sacred. This is holy. The moment of exposure is not for gossip. It is for healing. It is not for shame. It is for freedom. It is not for destruction. It is for redemption. God says this unveiling is the doorway to destiny. Once it opens, nothing will be the same. Once it is revealed, the atmosphere of your home will shift. Once the secret is spoken, the chains will break. This is why you have felt pressure building. This is why your spirit has been restless. Heaven has been preparing you for this release. The shaking you feel is not destruction, it is transition. The weight you feel is not punishment, it is birthing. Something new is being born in your family, and birth always comes with pain, but it also comes with life. Your son will rise, and when he rises, you will see a change so strong you will hardly recognize him. His eyes will carry peace. His steps will carry purpose. His words will carry power. He will speak what he once could not. He will lead where he once hid. He will stand where he once fell. Do not measure him by where he has been. Measure him by where he is going. Do not hold on to his mistakes. Hold on to God's promise. The promise is bigger than the problem. The calling is stronger than the struggle. The anointing is greater than the attack. And heaven says this is not just about your son, it is also about you. You too are being refined. You too are being prepared. You too are stepping into a new level of strength, wisdom, and vision. The unveiling will not only free him, it will also free you. It will free you from fear, from doubt, from the heavy questions you carried in silence. It will free your household from cycles that repeated for years. It will free your bloodline from curses spoken long before you were born. It will free your future from the shadows of the past. So take courage. Do not tremble. Do not be afraid. The truth will shake you, but it will not break you. The truth will surprise you, but it will not destroy you. The truth will bring light, and light will always chase away darkness. This is the day you prayed for. This is the answer to years of crying, Lord, show me what I cannot see. God has shown you, and though it is heavy, it is also holy. Though it is shocking, it is also saving. Though it feels painful, it is also purposeful. Archangel Michael says stand strong. Stand as the warrior parent you were meant to be. Do not forget the power of your prayers. Do not underestimate the strength of your faith. Do not think your love is small. It is mighty, and it is part of the weapon heaven is using to set your son free. Even when you feel weak, know that heaven is backing you. Even when you feel tired, know that angels surround you. Even when your mind says, I cannot handle this, your spirit says, I was chosen for this. Now listen closely. Soon your son will speak. Soon the unveiling will happen. Soon you will see what was hidden. When it comes, remember this word. Do not fear. Do not reject. Do not panic. Hold him. Cover him. Pray over him. Speak life. Remind him he is loved, not just by you but by God. Remind him he is not condemned, he is redeemed. Remind him he is not forgotten, he is chosen. Remind him he is not lost, he is found. Your response will be the bridge he walks across into freedom. Your voice will be the echo of heaven he needs to hear. And after the unveiling, after the confession, after the tears, there will be peace. There will be healing. There will be joy. You will see chains broken, you will see curses shattered, you will see hope restored. You will see your son rise, and you will say, God was faithful. God was true. God never left us. You will stand in awe of the transformation, and you will know it was worth every prayer, every tear, every sleepless night. Because your son's story will not end in tragedy. It will shine as testimony. His scars will speak of survival. His voice will carry redemption. His life will bring glory. So receive this word, hold it close, pray over it, and be ready. The unveiling is near. The exposure is coming. The truth will be revealed. And when it is, do not fear, because you will already know. You will already have heard. You will already be prepared. Heaven has gone before you, and God Himself has declared, this is not for destruction. This is for deliverance. This is not for shame. This is for freedom. This is not the end. This is the beginning. Your son is chosen. Your family is chosen. Your prayers are working. Heaven is moving. The chains are falling. The light is rising. And soon, very soon, you will see the promise with your own eyes. Stand firm, hold steady, stay in love, stay in prayer, and trust that God has already won this battle. Archangel Michael says the sword is drawn, the war is ending, the truth is rising, and your son will walk free. This is the word of heaven. This is the unveiling. This is the moment that changes everything. And when it comes, you will not fear, because you will know God was in it all along.